Hello, I'm Shaun Williamson, Barry from Eastenders, and you're listening to Six Towns Radio.
Broadcasting to Stoke-on-Trent and the world. This is Six Towns Radio.
One Man, Two Guvners is coming to Stoke very, very soon. And on the line, we've got star of the show, Shaun Williamson. Hello, Shaun.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How's the touring been going?
It's been going great. Yeah, we started in May. We rehearsed it all of April, started in May. So by the time we get to you, we'll know our lines. It'll be brilliant. No, it's all going great. It's really good. We're in Newcastle this week. Oh, we've been all over, and we've had a great reception. So we're all happy. Oh,
brilliant! Is it hard work, fun, a bit of both?
Yeah, it is. It is one of those shows that is a bit of both. Yeah, it's a sort of farce. I'd describe it as a sort of farce stroke pantomime stroke carry-on film, really. The bulk of the hard work falls on the shoulders of a guy called Gavin Spokes, who's a brilliant actor. He plays the lead, which is a character called Francis. Have you seen the show?
Yeah, I've seen the show, yeah.
Yeah, so for your listeners, basically what it is there's a guy called Francis, he's desperate, he's out of work, he's hungry, got no money. Within 5 minutes he gets two governors, but he can't let the one know about the other for various reasons. Mm-hmm. So basically, for the whole show, he's running around the stage trying to please two governors whilst keeping them apart, really.
Yeah, and your role, tell the listeners, know.
Okay, well, well, one of the governors is called Roscoe Crabb. He's a gangster. He comes down to Brighton, where it's set, and it's a shock to us because we thought he was dead. We heard he'd been murdered in a knife fight, and he is dead. It's his twin sister disguised as him. And it's a shock to me because I owed this gangster £6,000, which in 1963, when the play is set, is about £100,000. And he was also engaged to my daughter, who's since got engaged to someone else. So when he turns up back from the dead, I'm flabbergasted and a little bit anxious. So I spend the whole play running around trying to raise £6,000 I haven't got, while trying to get my daughter married off.
And what's the reception been like?
It's been overwhelming. I mean, this is a genuinely funny show. It's a belly laugh show, you know. So there's one scene where Francis has to serve his two governors dinner. They're in two different rooms, but he can't let them meet. And also he enlists the help of a waiter to help him serve them both dinner. But this waiter's 87 and he can't hear. He's got the shakes and he wears a pacemaker. And it's just hysterically funny. Yes. And I've never laughed like it in the theatre, you know. It's just comical.
Yeah, it is such a laugh-a-minute show. I suppose a lot of people will remember you from EastEnders, but I remember you singing on a Channel 5 show called Night Fever about 10, 12 years ago, and that was the first time I heard you sing.
Yeah, I loved Night Fever. What that was, for anybody who didn't catch it, it was a sort of karaoke quiz show that went out on Channel 5 while people were getting ready to go out about 6 o'clock on a Saturday. And Suggsy from Madness was the presenter. And you had a boys' team and a girls' team, and you basically had to try and out-sing each other, really. And we had special guests, mostly from the 70s and 80s, which was fantastic, because that was my time.
Yeah.
You know, so some of the acts that were on there were just unbelievable. You know, you had Slade, Laddie Sifri, Odyssey, it was heaven for me. And but on the panels, we had these people that were unknown, and they were, at the time they were unknown. They were Davina McCall, Claudia Winkleman, Jamie Theakston, Amanda Holden. It was just extraordinary who was on it, you know.
And basically they're the biggest DJs, chat show hosts and TV stars around at the moment,
Exactly. So it was a great thing to be a part of. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah. Well, my friend Pete Conway, he's from Stoke, obviously. He was on there a few times.
Yeah, Robbie's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Pete. Yeah, he was terrific. He's got a great voice.
Yeah, he has indeed. I bet he'll be coming down the show when you come up to Stoke. Have you got any memories of Stoke? Have you been up here in shows before?
Do you know what? I haven't, for no particular reason. I've never had a cause to go there, and I don't mean that in an insulting way. I've never been in a show that's gone there. I've never particularly known anyone from Stoke to go there, so I'm really looking forward to it, you know. I love going to a place I've never been to before, so yeah. And the beauty is when you, obviously when you're in a touring show, you stay somewhere for a week, so you really get a feel of the place, you know.
Yeah, of course. And one of the things you got to do this year, which must have been a bit of a laugh, was singing at the Bowls final.
Oh, okay, what happened was, I thought I'd score a few brownie points with the in-laws, because they're all massive Bowls fans, so I took them all to the World World Indoor Bowls final, and I didn't particularly have to pay for anything, but the rider was that, okay, you can have all this, but what we'd like to do is just entertain the crowd before the final and sing a song, right? So I got up, I did 5-10 minutes stand up, sang a song, but a cameraman left the camera running while I was singing, see? And then he put it on the net, and Steve Wright in the afternoon picked it up as their viral video of the day, and it's got about 500,000 views or something, But I do enjoy singing, I do, I love it. That's the first thing I did. So what happened very quickly, I left school, no one in my family was in the world of entertainment, so I became a postman with my dad, did it for 3 years, had enough of that, joined the Navy, this, that and the other. But my first job in the business, as it were, was a Pontins Blue Coat on the Isle of Wight. And that's when I discovered I could sing, and that's when I sort of got interested in entertaining, really.
You went and did a bit of acting. Did you go to acting school first? Is that what happened?
I did. So what happened was, after Pontins, I messed around doing all sorts of silly jobs like 1830, and I went to America. But I joined an amateur dramatic group. I found out I was all right at it, and then I applied to the big drama schools. I was working at Safeways at the time on the Wines of Spirits, and I was going to go on to the management training course to be a supermarket manager. I had one more try at getting into drama schools, and one of them took me on at the age of 27. So I left at 30, left drama school at 30, and got into Eastenders within 6 months.
Wow. It just shows it's never too late, is it?
No, if I can do it, anyone can.
Yeah.
But I realised that this was my last chance, and I lasered in on it 100%. I've never concentrated on anything like that before or since, really, so I knew it was my last chance, so it sort of paid off, really.
Yeah, for sure. And it's been 10 years since you left EastEnders.
I know, so 10 years in it and 10 years out of it. Yeah, it's gone really quickly, Terry. Yeah. It's just unbelievable. It's just, I've been lucky, I've worked, particularly with the help of Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant. They've kept my mug on television a lot, but it's gone quick. And that's why I appreciate why people stay in shows for so long, like, the guy who plays Ian Beale and William Roach, because I'm sure they didn't mean to be in a soap for 30-odd years, but it just happens to you, I suppose. Time happens, and you look back, you think, God, I've been in it 30, 40 years.
Yeah, I've been DJing in bars for 10 years at a time. You think, God, where's the time gone? And sometimes it's easier to stay where you're comfortable than move on, I suppose, for some people.
Yeah, if people are happy, look, we all get into acting for different reasons, and if they're having a good life, good luck to them. There's nothing wrong with that. But I did 10 years because I had a young family and didn't own my house, so it suited me to stay in it for 10 years. But I think if you're young, single, and you're just starting, I think 2 years is enough. I think get into a soap, do 2 years, make a big impression, and get out. Yeah,
good advice. And you've had the chance to do some writing for EastEnders, haven't you?
Well, what happened was, I've got a literary agent now, so I'm quite chuffed with that. But I basically, the only things I really sell at the moment, I write humorous training films for businesses, because we all know, have you ever done a job where you've had to watch a training film?
Oh, everybody has.
They're the kiss of death, aren't they? And they're so dull, so I try and make mine very, very light-hearted, very funny, whilst getting the point across, and I act in them as well. Yeah. But obviously, I'm always trying behind this, labouring away to try and come out with the next big thing. So I've written dramas, sitcoms, and I went on something called the EastEnders Shadow Writing Scheme, and all that means is you're given all the information of what's going to happen in 7 weeks' time, and you write an episode as if you're writing the real one.
Right.
And then they decide if they like it or not. And I didn't quite cut the mustard, but they said have another go, so I'm going to have another go later in the year. So it was close, I think, but it just not quite.
I've heard you had to lock yourself away for 2 weeks and watch 40-odd episodes to get back in the loop.
That's 2 weeks of my life I'll never get back. But yeah, because I ain't got time to watch it because I'm doing this show, and you're out in the evenings, I ain't got time to watch it. So, I watched about 40, 50 episodes on iPlayer, yeah. And I'll tell you one of the nicest things was I got to see all the work of Jasmine Banks. Now, she played Alice Brannan, who was the nanny who was stitched up by Janine for the murder of Michael Moon. And then, so when Jasmine is in this show, he plays Pauline, my daughter. So it was a real thrill to work with her because I thought her work on it was brilliant. Yeah. And also lovely Emma Barton is in it, who played Honey, Billy Mitchell's wife. She was in it a few weeks ago. She came back in for a few weeks. So there's one man, two Guvners, three Eastenders.
You mentioned Stephen Merchant and Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
You worked on Extras first of all, then on Life's Too Short with Warwick Davis. It must have been so much fun and great to be asked.
It was unbelievable. He phoned me up. I'd never met the man, and he drives agents wild because he phones up. He gets hold of our numbers somehow. And he's obviously got a lot of connections, and he just phones up the actor and says, "Do you want to be in it?" He bypasses the agent. I think he told me he got my number off the toilet wall of a service station. So I said, yeah, I'd love to be in it. But they told me what was going to happen. I knew I was going to have the mickey taken out of me. So the first series, I was just in 3 episodes. We filmed it in 2 days, and that was it, really. There were all scenes in the office with Stephen. And I thought, oh, well, that was fun. But then when series 2 come along, I was in every ep. I was with David Bowie, and it was magic. It was magic.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
There were some great moments in it. And then we did the Christmas special, and then he put me in Life's Too Short and the Easter special, and they put me in The Invention of Lying as well. So I was so lucky.
Has Robert De Niro still got the pen?
Yeah, that's my pen. You see, this is the thing. When you bump into people, it's always you never know how to break the ice or talk to these people like that. But I've got an icebreaker now, so I want my pen back.
So yeah, 1 Man, 2 Guvners. It's here in Stoke at the end of August. Thank you very much, Shaun Williamson, for coming on the show today.
An absolute pleasure. I can't wait to come up.
All right, mate.
Cheers, mate. All the best.
Take care. See you, mate.
Bye.